It's a small car. I don't know how I can lose a piece of it, but today's video we're going to talk about a term that's been floating around the prepper community, and that is, a dark winter. A strong storm is coming, and there is a handful of prepping channels that I've watched discussing this topic. Some of them have made their one video saying, we think this is happening, you need to get ready. There's one channel that I'm pretty sure every 3 days they release something on this. And each time the person talking about the dark winter just makes it sound grimmer and grimmer and worse, and makes it seem like the end is nigh. For when I was first listening to his video, it was a few million Americans losing their home. They didn't get their seasonal work. About 2 weeks ago, it was 9 million. And his most recent video was 19. So a pretty good, sized chunk of the population. And this is stemming from, on December 31st, the CDC's delayment for delinquent loan payments, whether it's a mortgage, whether it's you're renting a place, leasing a place. $10,000 on the, and so I want to caution, very similar to and some one prepper. Some of these people have is getting into the almighty prep. Law, 18 million Americans on January 1st. And he has a very sizable chance the prepping community would also want to watch, say, once a month, that this is a policy. This is whatever. It's like you're spreading fear, which it that many Americans shop around. I mean, you can almost just put in the word and you'll find rebel page, the prep channel. People are a little less worried about how many rounds they have for their AR and what's going to happen. We don't want to show up on Thursday evening. So for the entire month of November, we'll spread all of our stuff out to every Friday and Saturday, or we'll do online ordering, you know, first come, first serve, just like Black Friday, and then you have to place a pickup time and they deliver it to your car. Down 52%. So the commercial spending of this holiday is down nearly half. Where months worth of business, but it also shows that, you know, Christmases will probably be lighter this year around. And, you know, not to say, you know, you should be upset that you're getting 4 presents instead of 7, or maybe little Timmy won't get, you know, the new gaming system, you know, like he did with when the Switch came out or whatever. But it shows and and then they'll pay a successful Christmas. People are being a lot more reserved with their funds. The next presidency, the coronavirus task force chief, or whatever you want to call him, has suggested a 4 to 6 week lockdown. And I would say at least half of Americans have read that or heard that, whether it's from the news, a friend, someone. And those that had the funds already, you know, they saw what happened in March. They saw how tight the supply chain got all throughout, you know, April to probably August before things kind of started leveling off. And you've already started to see, you know, the massive panic buying. Not in a lot of places, but I also believe your big box stores aren't helping it either. They've already put out the signs again for, this item is restricted to one per customer per day. And so, even if you're shopping and you didn't plan on grabbing toilet paper, if you see that sign, then you're going to go grab some, because you never know when the next time you walk into that. Only take what you need, limited to 2 per customer or 2 per transaction. I ran into that issue taking a friend of mine was parked in between our self checkouts, and we're just sitting there checking out, and the Walmart lady told us we couldn't purchase 2 things of toilet paper. She basically said, the lady said, "You're the reason why people couldn't buy products in March." And it was interesting encounter. Gotta kind of start wrapping this up. But so we've got a fear of a new lockdown. We've got the fear of evictions, homeless Americans. You've got the fear from both sides on the political spectrum of what's going to happen with this election. The final due date for the Electoral College to officially vote is December 15th. A lot of the time they vote, Wednesday morning, and, right after the election, and, you move on. And so, as preppers, it doesn't matter who's the president. It doesn't matter if the other prepping channels are saying, this is it, this is the big one. Prep what you can when you can. Develop your groups, your systems, your plans. And no one really knows what's going to happen until it happens. I mean, even, the professionals that track hurricanes, they can almost definitively say where it's going to land. But you don't exactly know where it's going to make landfall. Opinion on the matter is consumer spending is down. That could most likely be because less people are working. People are working less hours. For a rainy day. Don't know if it's going to last forever. Don't know if it's going to be permanent. But it almost seems like they think another lockdown will happen. And comment down below discussion. I'll make a part 2 in about a week. I'll bring up what y'all want to talk about. You know, I'll look some stuff up if I have to. If you like what I'm doing with the channel, subscribe. If you think you have friends or family or even acquaintances that might benefit from the knowledge and the discussion that we had in this video, share it with later.